doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Okay, so today's game is the direct sequel to probably one of the most well-known puzzle games of all time. And it's it actually has very little in common with its predecessor. It takes more cues from Dr. Mario than it does its predecessor. It's from 1992, and it actually saw versions on the Super NES and Game Boy as well. Today's game is Tetris 2. Okay, so Tetris 2, like I said, it takes more cues from Dr. Mario than it does actual Tetris. Instead of having to match lines, you match colors with a bomb block that's on the stage on the gameplay field. I believe you can also match lines. I'm not sure, but I don't remember exactly. But you definitely do match up the colors with the bombs, and it's definitely more in tune with the gameplay of Dr. Mario than the original Tetris. Now, it does have versus play in it. That was something that was taken out of Nintendo's version of Tetris that a lot of people were vexed with because it worked so well in Tengen's version of Tetris. Now, it's got a decent soundtrack, nothing as iconic as the music in the original Tetris. The gameplay is tight. It's, by all accounts, a good puzzle game. It's just not the original Tetris. And people had already done this 2 years earlier, 2 or 3 years earlier with Dr. Mario. So the gameplay in Tetris 2 felt unnecessary because people had already done it. A lot of people actually were annoyed by the fact that it was so different from the original Tetris, which is pretty much why it's nowhere near as popular as the original Tetris. Finding a copy of Tetris 2 isn't hard at all because even though people didn't like that it deviated, it was still a solid puzzle game. And with it being a solid puzzle game, it sold because, contrary to popular belief, modern popular belief, every video game doesn't have to have murder, death, kill, homicide, all that in it. And a solid puzzle game with the right marketing behind it will sell. And that's what Tetris 2 ended up being. So, a lot of copies out in the wild for the NES, Super NES, and Game Boy. Probably more versions out there for the Game Boy than anything, but you should pick up, if you like Dr. Mario, you should pick up a copy of Tetris 2 because it's essentially the same game. I mean, even the setup screen is similar with the dials and all that, selecting your music and all that stuff is definitely exactly like Dr. Mario. Like Dr. Mario, pick up Tetris 2. You won't be disappointed at all. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow.